Well, hello. Welcome to Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today for my Tickled Tuesday video. Today we're going to do a sponging or ink sponging technique and some embossing. And they're very simple cards to make, but there's a lot involved. And so you will want to pay close attention. All the details will be put on my blog at creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com. So you can get the measurements there and all the products that you will need. Um, Basically, you can choose the colors that you want to do this. I have chosen my main colors to be these four: Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, and Bubble Bath. And I have cardstock of each color that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then my base cards are going to be the basic white at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and then we'll bring in a couple other colors later on, but I'll wait till later on to introduce that to you. These stamp sets, I have several stamp sets. I've taken different things out of them. You can do it any way you want. I know Tina Fink is the one who gave me this idea. I was inspired to do it through her. And she used just one stamp set that she had, and everything in it worked really well. Unfortunately, I don't have one like that, so I took bits and pieces out of different ones. I took the heartfelt hexagon, and I'm going to be using this stamp. And the stars at night, I'm going to be using these stars. Go-to greetings, you know this is my favorite one. Happy birthday, thank you, and hello is what I'm using in those. Oh, and thinking of you as well. And then with the Christmas classics, I'm going to use this fern piece and those just little decorative dots. I'm not even sure what they're supposed to be. I think it's just a little decorative piece. So we're going to be using those. That's it for the stamps. We're also going to be embossing some of the cards, and the embossing folder that I'm using today is our Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. All right, I think we're ready and we can get started. I hope I remembered to bring everything over here because there was a lot to put in to bring. And just tools that you'll need will be your paper snips, your bone folder, and take your pick tool. And then Stamp and Seal is the adhesive that we're using, and then the paper trimmer and the cut and emboss machine. All right, so we're going to get started. This is an 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of basic white. And we are going to take our colors and we are going to color all over the place, or sponge all over the place. All right, I'm going to start with my Highland Heather here. And you ink it up real good, and if you think it's going to be too heavy, you can push it off a little bit. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just coloring or spreading the ink all over my page. And just kind of blotching everywhere. It really doesn't matter. There's no real pattern to it. You just go at it and see how it works. What you want to do, however, we're going to cut this into 4, so we're going to be making 4 cards. So you want to make sure that all 4 colors are on each side of those, or at least on one side of those cards. So we're just going to keep going here. And you just spread it around. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Then I'm using my Pool Party. I love the blending brushes. That's the other tool that you'll need for this. Blending brushes are so easy to work with, and they're so much fun. And they allow you to create some really pretty pictures. And I really like these 4 colors together, so I'm hoping. And it's okay if you run over them a little bit, let them smush together, because that just brings the color out more. All right, and then I'm going to take my bubble bath. And I'm just going to try and cover all the white spaces that I find so that my page is completely covered. I think I just about have it here. Just one more little area up here in this corner. There we go. I think we got it. All right. Then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut this sheet up in, let's see, let me look at my notes here. 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to do my 5. And another 5. We'll hang on to this in case we want it for something else, another card or whatever. And then I want 3 3/4. So I'm going to line that up like that. Oh. There we go. Now we have those all set. I'm just going to put that over to the side. And now we're going to start to stamp some of our images on our cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in shaded spruce and old olive for right now. And I'm going to take this fern stamp and I'm just going to press down and I'm going to stamp off to make a nice little design there. Stamp down and stamp off. Okay, now some of these I'm going to make portrait way and the others I'm going to make landscape. Think of what they're called. All right, then I'm going to take some old olive and I'm going to add some more to this. Ooh, that gets pretty light there. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do this. I'll lighten it up just a little bit and oh, we might get 2 of them that are okay. So the idea, I like the idea of stamping off, and so when you can do that, it just really makes it nice. So that's what I was attempting to do. It just didn't work in that one area. Okay, Then I'm going to take some smoky slate, and I have this itty bitty design that I'm going to take, and I'm just going to put something together right in the middle. Just for something fun and different. And then I'm going to start with my crushed curry. I may change the color on this. And I'm going to use these stars from the Stars at Night, and I'm going to use them as a border. So I'm just going to go down on each side. And there we have that one card. Now we're going to try again. We're going to do another one with these. This time I'm going to do it this way. That was with the shaded spruce. Now we're going to use the old olive. Oh, wrong one. And I'm going to do it there and there. There, I like that shaded part better. And let's go like this. And let's try something different with this little thing. That's something different and unique. Okay, this time I'm going to take, instead of the crushed curry, I'm going to try it with the wild wheat. And you'll have to let me know which one you actually like better for the border. What color? Because I had a hard time deciding. Although this might help me make up my mind. You like the dark border or the lighter border? I kind of like the dark one, I think. Yeah, I think so. All right, so I've made up my mind for the other two cards. But we're going to stop there so that I don't waste too much more time. So it was the shaded spruce and the old olive that I used for the leaves, and the wild wheat was the border, and the smoky slate was just the little extra design in there. All right, I'm going to clean off these stamps real fast. And then we're going to get going on putting the card together. There's one more step that we need to do, or that you can do or you don't have to do. All right, let's put it that way. I'm going to do one of them, and the other one we'll do without, so you can see what it's like. I'm going to be using my embossing cut and emboss machine, stamping, cut and emboss machine. And I told you we were going to be using the painted texture stamp or embossing folder. So I'm going to take my card and I'm going to lay it right in the middle there. And then The boards that you need for this are the number 1 and the number 4. And you place it so that the line with the Stampin' Up! Is at the bottom. They match there. Oh, got to put your embossing folder in, and the Stampin' Up! Line goes to that same position. And then you just run it through the machine. Sorry for all the jerking around here. That's why I usually don't do this on my table, because it moves too much. But I like to show it to you every once in a while so that you see how it's done. All right, and we take it out, and it gives it that nice little texture in there. Isn't that great? Okay, so we have this one and this one, and I'm going to take my 2 sheets of paper. I'm going to take 2 of them. And I need 2 bases. And with my Stampin' Seal, then I am going to adhere everything together. So you can stamp as much as you want on these things. Like, I have quite a few different designs on it. So it's busy enough the way it is. But if you want to do more or less, that's totally up to you. It's your creation. You choose the colors you want. And we'll put it together. All right, so we got one that is portrait, so we're going to go ahead and put that one that way. And we have one that is landscape. And there you go. And then we're ready for our sentiment. Now what I did is I took my sentiments from my go-to greetings. Well, this cover is not going on very easy for me. There we go. And with my black memento, I just lined them all up at once because I'm going to cut them out and straighten them. So all I did was I lined them up, and you don't have to have a different one per card. You can do the same one on every card if you want. I just chose to do it this way. And I'm going to stamp them all down. There they all are. I just need to cut them out. By the magic of television, I have them cut out already. So we're just going to go ahead and adhere them. And let's see. I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do happy birthday on this one and do hello on this one. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals for those. Yep. These are my mini stamping dimensionals so that they fit in the narrow space that I stamped these sentiments on. Got some paper on there that didn't want to come up. There we go. And there you go. There's 2 of the cards that we made. Aren't those pretty? And they're so easy to do. They really are. You just have to paint that. I keep calling it paint or color the one piece, cut it up, put it on your mats and put it on your card, and you're all done. You can emboss and stamp as much as you want, and enjoy doing all of it. They turn out to be really nice cards that I think will be enjoyed by your family and friends to receive them. Thank you, Tina Zink, for sharing that idea with me and many others. I found it on her YouTube channel. And again, if you want to purchase anything or you want me to be your demonstrator, please go to creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net. That will take you to my shop so you can see everything and you can put me in as your demonstrator. To get the measurements and all the products that you need for this, please go to my blog at creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. You have a fantastic evening, and I will see you on Sunday for my Simple Sunday video. Bye now.